guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. This is obviously just a normal workout. You guys absolutely smashed Monday's video, 64 views so far. Let's try and get to 100, guys. If you haven't seen it, links in the description. Go give it a watch. Really good video. I really liked it. I didn't expect to make it into a vlog type to go when I went to see Sam Fender, but it did, and it turned out great. So just back to a normal training day. So if you guys are probably like, what the hell, he's went for doing a really good video of this. It's just because this is just a quick video. I know I need to shave as well, and my hair's a mess. I have just woke up. Do this every single time, don't I? So yeah, but today's video is just a push session, but I'm going to do a voiceover and explain why these movements are in my program, what the purpose is them for, how are they going to help me build muscle and stuff like that. So just a full-on talk-over session, give you guys a bit of an insight as well if you guys are struggling with stuff in the gym and don't know what to do, especially if you try to train for aesthetics and you're like, why is this muscle group not growing? Some of this may help with you. So guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Right guys, so one of the main movements in my push day is decline bench press. It is 3x8 with slow movement, slow controlled movements. Obviously my max on this is 100. But this is just perfect for lower chest. A lot of like building them aesthetics, especially if you have like we're a bigger person anyways and want to tone your lower chest, just like me. One of the best movements to do. The process of this as well is it's not like a powerlifting program where you add weight every week, but I try and add weight each week, but only little amounts to the point where it's still perfect form, everything's still perfect and nothing's going wrong. So you want to be able to add perfect form each time. Add weight each time, but also keep perfect form. And then the next one will always be incline, so then you work on both muscle groups of the chest. I always go up and down on this because I always get a lot of shoulder pain, especially on my left shoulder when doing this. So last week I was doing 30s, today I'm doing 26s, so it goes up and down and fluctuates a lot. And then another one of my favourite movements, I think, in a push day, because I'm not a big lover of push day, but one of my favourite movements has got to be side lateral raises. I think it's perfect for just building like your side delt, making you have that V-tape and making you look a lot wider at the same time as well. I never ever go heavy on this, 14 kg max probably. As you can see the movement, very fast outs, very slow back. Sometimes you can do slow out, but I think it kills you off, in my opinion. Very fast out and then slow back. And then the reason why I'm using the T-bar grip is because you can feed your hand through it and it's a lot more controlled and you feel like you kind of just, it's almost kind of like having a dumbbell in your hand, except you don't. If you get what I'm saying, I feel like it's easier than having to split your legs and use the handle grip. I think it's a lot easier doing this way as well. This is like got to be one of the best movements if you're looking for shoulder exercises as well. When you do the lateral raises and then them front delts, and then when you got them rear delts and you're missing that side delt, this is probably one of the best things. You can always implement this in a superset, so I'll always do this with lateral raises as well, or I'll do them with front delts. I'll never do them with rear delts because I'm doing rear delts obviously on the next day, so always just like implement it into a superset if you find it starting to get boring or you want to sweat a lot more. I always say supersets are perfect for trying to sweat, but also trying to engage in max muscle growth. So I'll always have one superset every session I do on the program, with two different things mixed together, because then you can implement that muscle growth. Next, going on to pec deck flies. This is a very good movement. I never used to do this a lot. I used to always do cables, but since I've started doing this really targets your middle and upper chest more than anything else. The movement is 3x12, I believe. I'm not too sure. But then the movement as well is bringing it up really slow and holding it at the top for 2 seconds, really squeezing that chest together and then releasing. Again, never really going heavy on this, probably 59, 66 kilo, just to make sure I can get that movement down. Again, you can kind of see bringing it in and really squeezing my chest together. Now, my advice to anyone using a pec deck is to get their chest in line with the bottom of the bar and making sure that your shoulders are below the two like handles to the rear delts. You don't want your shoulders to be any higher, because then that's when your shoulders implement it and you won't feel the same pain in your chest as you would if you like were trying to target the chest. You're going to more feel it in your shoulder, and that's why if you think, oh, I can lift really heavy on it, it's because you've got the movement down wrong. You kind of have to take away your shoulders and just focus on your chest. You don't want your chest to be not in the movement, because then you're not doing pec deck right, and if you're wondering why it's not working for you, it's that exact same reason. So just work on the form if you think it's not working for you. Obviously your shoulders are still implemented in a little bit, as you can see mine go in, but mine only go in to the top is when I'm squeezing at the top, and then I go back down. So I'm really working on that chest. Every day I still have chest pain, because these are actually horrible, as you can see the pain on my face. But they're one of the best movements, and I really do recommend you trying them. Going to pretty much the end of my workout, which is rope tricep pull downs. So the reason I've got two is because to implement basically getting full flexion on that tricep, I want to bring it down, but then almost bring it past my hip line / just past my arse. So you want to bring it past there, so then you can fully implement on getting that full flexion at your tricep. Obviously you're not going to be able to go all the way up as if you were doing one, but you're still getting that full flexion, and it works just as good. People call it half reps. I don't really care, because in my opinion, I found more progress of doing this than I have of doing single rope pull downs. I'll always start heavy for about 45 kilo, and then I'll go to a really heavy one and just focus on kind of blasting that out. So probably about 59 kilo, and then I'll drop down for the last one of doing 21 kilo or like 32 kilo, something light, for 3x12, and just really slow down that movement and focus on that flexion. As you'll see, they're really focusing on it, making sure that movement is absolutely perfect and just spot on. Really, you want to really flex the tricep out. I feel like everyone does this movement wrong a lot, but it's perfect. Going on to my most hated exercise, overhead tricep extensions, but with cables. So this is I always go 4.5 kilo. I can never go heavier, because it's a 3x20 set. Make sure you get that full flexion down. It's sometimes it's kind of hard, because I always forget that my headphones are in the way, but getting that full flexion down, just going just past your head, but you still feel it in your triceps. Like I say, don't ever go heavy on this movement. It is a really difficult movement to do, and if you're ever doing this with a dumbbell, or you're doing this with heavy cables, and say the cable snaps or you can't do it on the next one, it's always worse in case of an injury or something like that. But I have also seen progress using this at the same time. So sometimes the movements that you hate the most, you'll see the most progress off. A movement I hate, or exercise I hate more likely, is burpees. But because I know they work and they make you sweat and do stuff like that, I'll always implement them, because they're just perfect to do everything like that. So a movement you more likely hate is a movement that'll more likely work more than something you love, because when you love something so much, it's going to start to become easy. So as you can see, the flexion in my tricep, I think kind of the lighting in this part of the gym where this cable machine's terrible. You know what gym bros like, always looking for that lighting. But yeah. So I just quickly talk about my physique. As you can tell, the biceps and the tris are looking lean as fuck, but I'm looking slim at the same time, which I'm loving it. So I'm starting to get that wide stature, which is the whole process and whole reason I'm doing this program, is to get that aesthetic look, wide stature, V taper, muscle fibers really like breaking in to get that definition down, but then also really focusing on slim waist, so everything's kind of just falling into place at the same time. So this is how the physique's looking. I was just messing around with flexing because I was in a bit of a rush, so I didn't really have time to flex much. But yeah, that was a video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put the bell notifications on so you know when I upload. All my socials in the bottom left corner as always, so just run it up, connect with me in any way, shape or form. I'm going to be trying to be very more active on social media and stuff like that now, and I'm in the process of getting a new job, but this job doesn't come in the way of the videos, which is absolutely amazing. So meaning I want to have a bit more money, so means I'm able to do more content for you guys, get better equipment, go to other gyms and stuff like that, so we can do some gym reviews and stuff like that, because I know you guys did like the ones where I've been to other gyms. Like when I went down to my dad's gym, you guys smashed that video out the park. All 3 videos I did from there, I think it was 2 or 3, you literally all 100 views plus, so over the moon with that. So can try and get more content for like that for you guys. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video anyways, guys, and I will see you guys in Friday's video.